Face reality, people. Movies are dead. Games are dead. Narrative? Dead.
Media is nothing but neural trigger response and viral conditioning.
Wait, what are you two talking about?
All right. More hoops talk. Because we're a basketball channel, as someone told me recently. This one's going to be like a what I consider an outlandish take from Gilbert Arenas, and you're going to hear why when he starts explaining about this whole GOAT conversation. And it's like, once again, my conspiracy mind goes off, and it's like, how is this, like, how'd you come to this conclusion if you didn't have some sort of maybe narrative you're protecting or looking after? Otherwise, it, like, to me, doesn't even make sense from just a basketball fan perspective. And you'll see what I'm talking about. But, let's hop right into it. Here we go. It's Paul George and Gilbert Arenas. I think there's other people there. Whatever. Here we go.
The greats, MJ 6, Kobe finished with 5. At this point, Brian didn't have any. He makes the move. Mm-hmm. Now it's like I'm in that conversation. Now you look at KD.
Paul knows
KD
it.
leaves.
PG knows what's going on.
Conversation. Let me start knocking at that door. Like, you think that's what kind of where players got the idea of, like, shit, if rings is what matters, yeah, I need to go.
No, that's what started everybody leaving. But it's a door. It's a fake door because those guys ain't in the door. They're in a whole nother door, right? And that's the problem. Like, oh, this is the GOAT door, right? Like, okay, I want some rings, and you realize, hey, Michael Jordan ain't in here, y'all. he ain't in this door, y'all. He's somewhere else.
He's not gonna come back young.
Whatever do you mean, Gilbert?
Right? And it's just one of those things where we're what we're as players, we're factoring in our numbers, right? Our rings, and saying, no, we should be able. I have leading title. I beat him in every stat. Why y'all not putting me in front of him? And the answer is he was the NBA. Right? Magic and Bird.
I'll let him finish.
Held it. Right? They held it. They made it exciting. You know, back when it started, there was tape delay. Half them dudes was sniffed up. Right?
Right.
It was hide in the mug back in the 80s. Right? Even when you talk about the Jordan team, he's talking age. When I walked in, they was all doing
cocaine.
Yeah. So when Bird and Magic was, battling, and when Jordan came in, what they seen was a whole different animal, right? You're seeing something that is different, moves different, talks different, approaches the game different, swag, phenomenal, right? This is the best thing we've seen, right? I don't give a fuck what he does. This is the best player we've ever seen, right? It was the eye test, right? 88, 87, 88, like he literally went from the wings. They took the wings off. He got the logo. Yeah. They gave him a logo in 88. People don't realize that he got the logo in 88, right? They took the wings off and say, you got Jordan, right? So that whole campaign, and that is considered the greatest individual year anybody could have had. That's when he became the best player ever. There was no ring. There was no, the rings is just what they get to use now. 6, it was just the way he did it. He carried what we have now, solo mission. It's hard to beat solo mission with stats. LeBron can win 6 rings right now.
But he won solo.
They're not giving it to him.
Yeah.
Right? You're not giving a dude who started this joint.
Yeah.
Right?
I bet you definitely won't talk about that conversation.
It's tough, right? So basically everybody just fighting for second.
Yeah, that's an interesting take right there.
But that goes up. You're talking about 88, 89, right? They're saying he's the best player in the world who's ever played this game. You got somebody with 11 rings. They're like, oh, I did it against white folks, right? Then you have, same thing with Wilt. No matter what it is, it wasn't against, like, 78 when it merged and you had the best in the world all in one building. That's when stats really mattered.
Yeah.
When everybody in the world is all together. Yeah. Right? Julius Erving, all of them, George Gervin. Yeah, now we're going to see. So when he came and like, oh, what's this? This is guy right here. This him.
Yeah.
Right?
And everybody defends him too. Like, he was doing that while being hand checked. He was doing that while no
PG
no
enters the
T3.
action.
Like he was doing that. Wow. Like everybody has the defense for why he is the greatest of all time.
And that's the frustrating part because I'm a Jordan.
Yeah, okay. Yo, you lying, bro.
But it's weird here. Here's the weird part of the take. It's that he's deeming it based on not by the play. Like he eliminated the players. Like players look at winning and stats, but for the aura of like the population, it'll always be Jordan, and no one can do anything about it. That is bullshit. And here's the thing where I'm getting conspiracy minded about it. It's like, are you saying that like LeBron could do whatever the fuck he wants? He could be the greatest, actually the greatest of all time, but we'll never give it to him because of the sneakers from 1990 or 1980s or whatever. The sneakers, the MJ logo. Because of that, we will never pass it on to someone else. And I'm like, did LeBron actually do that? Like, this is my conspiracy mind going off. Like, did LeBron actually enter that category of like doing things a certain way to where like you're the best ever? Because if he did, I think you'd have a lot of people saying he was the GOAT, as opposed to a portion of a generation of people saying he's the GOAT. That's my opinion right there. Like, he seems like he's like leaning at like no matter what LeBron does, even though the thing like he's almost saying like LeBron has done enough, but right, he's like, you can have all the stats in the world. Like I think he's talking about LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron can win six straight titles. They'll still never give it to him. It's like I don't think that's the case. I really don't think that's the case.
He didn't do it, so we're not even. It's not even a conversation now. This is like hindsight.
Exactly, but he's saying that like I think Gilbert is saying that LeBron has done it. What we've seen so far, he's saying LeBron has done it, and like we just won't give it to him because we like MJ so much.
This? I look at it like this: he's saying LeBron has done it, and in the same sentence, he's saying, "Well, he fell short, but even if he did it, they wouldn't." Like he's talking out both sides of his mouth. He's done enough, but anyways, even if he did do what Jordan did, they wouldn't give it. It's like so LeBron can't lose to you. That's kind of what I'm hearing. He can't lose either way.
Yeah, and there's another like bullshit argument mixed in here of like he's making it about like the aura instead of like us as basketball fans watching basketball. He's trying to take us out of the equation. And he's like, real players know this. Like he's trying to like do that thing, and he's saying something like, well, in 1989 they made Jordan the best player of all time, and he didn't win a ring yet. Meaning like so is MJ's thing all marketing? You're telling me if MJ didn't win a title, right? From where 84 to 98, he played that full career, did not win a title, but had all his same stats, but didn't win a title. You're telling me people are going to call him the GOAT?
No.
They're going to call him Dan Marino.
And then it's also like,
like
one thing, it's like, okay, at face value, yeah, it was great marketing, and then he backed it up.
Yeah,
that was the thing that okay, like, you're cemented now.
Yes,
you're cemented now. Like you were given every benefit of the doubt, and you did not what's the word? Not fold, not betray us.
Yeah, 100%.
We anointed you, and you delivered.
Yes, and let's be honest, they kind of anoint everyone, like young players, right, who have some hype behind them, and then they become stars.
I'll give you an example. I remember when Andrew Wiggins was coming into the league. He was like, "Oh, this guy's the next big thing." Yes. Same thing. It happens over and over again. Even D Rose to an extent. Obviously, LeBron, over LaMelo. Remember LaMelo Ball? Not even Lonzo Ball. Remember when Lonzo Ball came in the league?
Yeah.
The hype he had, bro.
These guys all get marketing shots like they're going to be that.
Yes.
But then someone lives up to it.
It's in tandem. It's the league, it's the sponsors, and it's the fans. One of the three anoints him, and then the other two get on board, and then it's up to the player to reach that level. or he'll just fade into not obscurity, but it's like it will be understood. Like, yeah, you didn't do what we thought you were gonna do.
Yeah, he'll be one of those guys that'll be like, where like fans are like, nice. Like if they get him at the trade deadline, like, nice, we got that guy. Instead of like, holy shit, we just landed the biggest free agent in it. Like instead of that shit, they'll be like, nice, we got Mr. 17 points per game. We got that guy on our team. Nice, that's a good support character right there. like,
And then it's like, all right, then now I'm gonna go on a tangent, and then I'm sorry. Take these two players into and compare that phenomenon of the anointedness of Kobe and fucking LeBron. Or like Kobe wasn't the prospect LeBron was. He was a good prospect, but no one thought of Kobe the way LeBron was thought of. And then yes,
Sure.
he landed on the Lakers. He had a three-peat. And then Shaq leaves, and he goes into not obscurity, but as far as competitive wise, he's like in a bit of a hellhole. And then he waits his turn and two-peats. And then you juxtapose that to LeBron, where he's the chosen one, all this shit. The $1 billion fun contract with Nike. Hype. It's hype. It's like, okay, there's tiers of there's hype, and then there's like, yo, you're supposed to carry the fucking league into the next generation, and be what everyone expects you to be when you're giving that power. You're going to dominate the league, and it does include rings. How could it not? If you're the best player, it does include rings. And then under your watch, you've let other people fucking not win like a couple, like fucking. You let another dynasty happen under your fucking nose, bro. KD withstanding. KD withstanding, joining. It's still like you still allowed a dynasty to happen under your fucking nose. You had a fucking dynasty, a budding dynasty, and you let Kawhi shit on you.
And the Mavericks the first season.
And the Mavericks the first. So it's like the context is real, and then you go to the Cleveland, and you had several opportunities to build a organic, cohesive like juggernaut, and you wanted to put your fingerprint. You thought you could be GM, player, coach, all that shit, and look what happened to you.
Yeah.
So that's why, and that's always in the back of my mind when I think of LeBron. There's a certain I don't know, hubris he has, where it's like and with the Lakers as well.
Yep.
He had a certain. It's to this day. There's a certain hubris where it's excuse making and bad decisions, and then covering up, and still wanting to claim yourself to be this. When it's like, bro, if you would have just stayed with Pat Riley, you would have been what you want people to think of you.
Yeah, possibly, because
Possibly.
Wade was losing something, and like Bosch with his heart thing, right? He was gonna be like
been a bad,
they wouldn't have right. They wouldn't have known that at the time, but like
it would have been bad. Yeah,
that would have happened, and he would have had to been gone. And then like now it looks like you're back in Cleveland again, right? Like D Wade's going downhill, and Chris Bosh is on his way out.
Yeah,
it's like, well, here's your chance. Here's your chance to prove. Like, nope, I'm leaving town. I'm going back to Cleveland. Young stars here. I'm going there.
Young stars, and you fucked that up too. And you had a generational talent bail you out with the refs in tandem.
So, yeah, all right. So let's put all that in the context of like here's why MJ now, like, he does have an aura, 100% he does, and there are fans that will defend him to the death, right? But you make it so easy for him, Gil, when you try to equalize what LeBron has done to what MJ has done. All those problems Anthony just fucking laid out. It's like everyone saw those things, man. We all noticed them. Like, as opposed to the guy who's like, he just wins 3 straight titles, leaves, comes back, and wins 3 straight titles. Like, it's like solidifies, like, oh, when you're here, the title's on your team. Like, you guys win when you're around, basically. It's like hard to defeat that, but someone could. That's the thing about it. Someone could. It isn't
It's
impossible.
not insurmountable. Yeah, it's not an insurmountable thing. It's not a. Someone could do it.
Bro, when Curry in 2015, when he stepped up, right? And they won that
Yeah.
title and shit like that. Granted, there's hurt Cavalier, like Kyrie and Kevin Love were hurt, but if he had like that MVP season, and then him fucking, let's say he dominated the entire playoffs, scoring fucking 35 a game, shooting 50% from the field, 45 from three, 90 something from the line. Right, he's putting up big numbers, and he's like the driving force, the reason why they're winning games and shit like that. And he won like 2, 3, 4 in a row. Guess what? We're all having that GOAT conversation. We are. It's gonna happen. Like
He would have got. Yeah, this guy would have got fucking surpassed.
yeah, any of these players
and,
could.
And stats would not have mattered.
But stats would matter, right?
In the sense of like, look at the context now of all-time leaders. Like, it wouldn't have mattered in the sense of this person. Like, yeah, this person dominated the league to such an extent in a period of time where he was a god.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes.
That's what I mean, and that's where the lore gets built. That's where the aura gets built around you.
Yes. Look at it's not impossible. I don't think it's impossible to the Michael Jordan. I think they're looking for the next Michael Jordan. They just wanted to be like legitimate, not some marketing campaign. That's what they think of the LeBron side of things. It seems like a marketing campaign versus like here's an actual fucking hooper who's like he's looking at the throne, he's staring at it, he's ready to challenge it. Imagine if Anthony Edwards, Cat is gone. Imagine Anthony Edwards leads them to a title through some savage teams. Like him, like puts the team on his fucking back, carries them offensively, plays hard defense, and wins a fucking title. People are gonna be like, "Oh shit!" Oh, there's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna be like, "He better win a couple more." But there's also people their eyes will peak, bro. They will peak though, right?
That's what I was about to say. It would have to be a couple.
But the first one, if he led a team, but like they'd be like, "Oh shit! What if he does it next year?" Oh fuck!
Yeah,
it's like okay, you passed level 1, right? If MJ's the final boss, okay, you just reached level 1 of winning a title like that. And if he keeps going and he has some clutch moments and all that shit, like yes, someone can pass him as the GOAT. Someone can. It's just, if we try to do this marketing shit with LeBron, like it's just not gonna work, man. Like people could in fact, Gilbert's right when he says, "Well, LeBron could win 6 more titles and he will never be crowned the GOAT." Like in a way, yes, because we all saw 2011. We saw the joining of super teams. We saw the GM shit. We saw all these things. We saw all of it. So like that all has to be put into context in regards to the GOAT conversation.
And it's like karma, dude. It's like karma. It's also, you have to take into account the structure around Jordan and the structure around LeBron.
Yes.
Where it's like the transition from Doug Collins to Phil Jackson. And it's like, come on, bro. It takes a certain player to buy in, or maybe it was just the era where you can buy into this coach. Okay, this coach is going to lead you, and you're going to follow his lead. Whereas LeBron thinks he's the fucking coach. He doesn't need anybody else.
Exactly.
And you got to play his style. It's like, bro, there's a lot of fucking hubris and it's a lot of like.
Great point.
Look the other way. Don't question me. And it's like, dude, you're a great player, LeBron. You're a fucking all-timer, bro. If you did a couple of other things, who the fuck knows, man? You would have. It would be out of the question. We would be fucking praising you to high heavens.
Exactly.
But instead, you went another way. It didn't work out the way you thought, and now you're trying to do the PR game and have these minions do the PR game for you, bro. It's fucking sad, bro.
Oh shit.
And it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's like you got all the money in the world. You're the most famous athlete on earth, and it's like, no, that you want. At the end of the day, you wanted that. You wanted that, the ultimate title, and you can't get it because you fucked up.
Yes. Yeah. Can't eat yet. It's kind of for him. Like as much as there's a marketing campaign, the I guess anti-marketing campaign is very live and
Live
very
and well,
present.
live
And
and well, dude.
like he
But
hasn't even captured all of the young generation. He hasn't.
yeah, yeah.
I think it's a minority screaming him as a GOAT. Honestly, I think there's a lot who think he's great or number two, but I don't think they think he's better than Michael Jordan. I don't know.
And it's sad how he even like there's even subliminal shots thrown at Kobe because he's not around.
Hmm.
Maybe not by him directly, but by like fucking the dick riders.
Oh yeah, they're definitely like, look at Kobe's shooting percentages. It's like yeah, but there's a thing here. Like there's a something that happens when you're watching someone play basketball. It's where it's like that guy's the man right there. That guy right there. That guy's the fucking man. Like there's something about it, like from watching him and like the winning and then how he's winning and the role he plays in regards to winning. Right? He isn't even with after like probably after his first title with Shaq, he was no longer just some role player. He was
He was a man.
like we're equal status and I'm probably a better basketball player than you. Like so yeah, going back to Gil, for me that's what like I think I've heard him make this argument before in other places. This seems to be like, oh, LeBron isn't the GOAT because you can't pass Michael Jordan because the aura's too big. Meanwhile, it's like the basketball could say otherwise. And let some
I mean,
motherfucker come up here and
yeah.
win 7 in a row and be like the dominant player in the league and all that shit. Like, yeah, it could change, 100% Gilbert. But you know.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, it's like at this point, it's like, oh, it's story time with Gil. Until further notice, like it's story time. Like you're telling fairy tales and shit.
And I'm gonna stop the video there. By the way, like someone can correct me if Gil has revised this statement or feels differently. But as far as I know, I've heard him like once again. I heard him make this argument before, like on his own podcast. Please, someone correct me if I'm wrong about this. But it seems like he's going in that direction. To I don't know what the point would be for him. Is he's friends with LeBron? Like what? It's just like the whole Lebowko shit, where he's like dismissing it based off hair.
No, it's yeah, my sensors are up. Like this guy, like, are you getting paid, or do you understand? Like, oh, if I get on this train, I'm on the road to success with my podcast,
which is also getting paid, basically.
Yeah,
a different type of
getting paid, but still having a certain like fictitious stamp of independency.
Yeah, true. And for me, jury's out, man. 100% out. Especially like if you guys haven't watched the Ticket TV versus Gilbert Arenas debate about LeBron James and PEDs, like, I mean, like, if he doesn't sound like some fucking bullshitter, bro, who's like trying to paint a narrative or like, yo, leave LeBron alone. Look, MJ was balding. Maybe he was on stuff too. Like, are you saying they're both on shit? Like, what was the point of that other than caping for fucking Bron? I don't get it. But whatever. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. But for now, I think we're done ranting about all this shit. Enjoy the video. Later.